Welcome to another episode of Asia Unscripted. Today is the 13th of August, 2021, and I am here in Park City, Utah. This is Main Street. Park City was the center of the Olympic Games and Winter Olympics in 2002, and it's still famous for its skiing. So I came up here because it's about 7,000 feet up, so the weather is a lot cooler than it is in Salt Lake City. And I decided I would do a video for you guys. So what has been happening in Southeast Asia lately? Let's start with Vietnam. So Ho Chi Minh City just extended their lockdown until September 15th. So that's a long extension, 1 month. Numbers are not getting any better. So they're gonna keep things pretty much the way they are for the next month or so. In Da Nang, there's some parts of the city that are really locked down. You can't leave your house at all, like Santra up there. People are complaining because they can't even go to the supermarket. So things in Vietnam are not doing so hot at the moment. But they are talking about opening up schools next month, which is interesting. I think if they do open up schools, it'll just be online schools. There won't be any in-person learning for a long time. Thailand, they just crossed, I think, 23,000 cases yesterday. So things are not getting much better in Thailand. The lockdown will continue for a while there too. Pattaya was talking about reopening on September 1st, but that's not going to happen now. And so that throws into doubt the whole October reopening plan for Thailand. It's probably not going to happen at this point. You still can go to Thailand on a tourist visa, but you still have to quarantine for 14 days. Unless you have the jab, okay, you can go to Phuket and spend some time on the island, I think 7 days now. And then you can move on to places like Samui. So Thailand's still an option if you absolutely positively must get back to Asia. Even though I wouldn't recommend it at this point. Things are just not getting any better. Yeah, I just wouldn't recommend it at this point.
It was
the Philippines. Metro Manila is still under ECQ, and that is supposed to run until the 20th, so another week from now, and then they will decide if they should extend that or not. Cebu City, Mandawi, Lapu-Lapu is still going to be under MECQ for the rest of the month, which is the second most strict quarantine, even though from what I understand people aren't really paying attention to it. So I think in the future that might make Cebu City, Mandawi, Lapu-Lapu turn into ECQ at some point. The rest of Cebu Island will be GCQ with enhanced measures, heightened measures, whatever. So that's what's going on in the Philippines. Places like Iloilo, CDO, a few other places will go from ECQ to MECQ starting on the 16th. So yeah, so things aren't improving in the Philippines. Malaysia is still setting records. Yeah, Indonesia still has a lot of cases there. They're still not letting foreigners in right now.
It's like a big wood king size bed.
What else? Japan is still having record cases. So things aren't looking too hot there. Oh, whoa. There's a interesting 7-Eleven across the street. 7-Elevens are everywhere. Go to Thailand, there's like 10,000 of them. Not joking. They're just starting up in Vietnam in the last couple of years, opening up. Yeah, so what's going on here in the States? Cases are going up. Some places are requiring masks inside, but that's not happening here in Utah at this time. It's mostly the coastal states, so California, Oregon, Washington, New York, you know, all those states on the coast. Well, except for Florida. Florida is taking things differently. But yeah, here in Utah, it's a pretty conservative state, so people don't really like being told what to do in states like this. So the health director of Salt Lake County wanted to have masks in the school. School's supposed to start next week, but very interesting. But the city, or the county council overruled them. They said, nope, we're not gonna do this. So when school starts next week in Salt Lake City, masks will not be required for students. I don't know about teachers. I think teachers are under a different type of deal. Yeah, so Park City, kind of dead in the summer. There's not a lot going on up here. There's, you know, stuff like mountain biking and such, but the wintertime is when Park City makes its money. Summertime is kind of an off season. The neat part about Park City is they have a pretty nice little bus system, and the bus system is completely free. So in the winter time, the buses run until like 2 in the morning. So that's pretty cool. This time of year they run until about 10 or 11, which is still all right. But yeah, this is Main Street, and I like it. I like this part of Utah. You know, when people think of Utah, they don't think of skiing. You know, a lot of Utah is desert, so it's a different part of Utah, which is really nice. Anyways, for now, I gotta get going. But please subscribe to my channel, hit the notify bell if you want to know about new videos. Unfortunately, new videos aren't coming as often, but you know, I'll give you updates every so often when I can. There's a city bus now. Electric bus. Which is kind of cool because up at the transit center, up the street, they have a charger. So the bus pulls up to the charger pulls down to the top of the bus and charges the bus. Yeah, so subscribe to the channel and be safe out there, you guys. This whole pandemic is not over yet, so we still got a ways to go. Anyways, for Asia Unscripted, this is Jason. I'll see you next time.